Folks, this is what you need to know about your third stimulus check and the third stimulus payment.
Proportion, as your introduction pointed out, wildly out of proportion to where the country stands today. This $1.9 trillion bill is the same size as the bill we passed last April, right in the middle of the pandemic. This is not the same country we had a year ago. Only 9% of this $1.9 trillion is related to health care, and less than 1% of this $1.9 trillion bill is related to vaccines. It is a wildly out of proportion response to where the country is at the moment. The vaccines are going out, the economies are opening up. As you just pointed out, a lot of money that was sitting on the sidelines for obvious reasons over the last year is about to begin to be spent.
And Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she wants to approve the bill by the end of this week. Now before we get into the video, folks, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Now I'm also doing an awesome Amazon gift card giveaway. If we get my channel to 75,000 subscribers by the end of this month, I'll be giving 10 of my subscribers a free $100 Amazon gift card. So folks, this is a $1,000 Amazon gift card giveaway. And best of all, it's free.
We think having a debt the size of our economy for the first time since World War II already doesn't argue for adding $2 trillion more when the country is clearly on the way back.
I mean, it's a great point. I heard Jim Baker talking about it the other night. He spoke with Brett and said, and exactly what you just said, having a debt that is the size of the economy, think about that, everybody at home, is a pretty tremendous burden to bear. That being said, just the pure vote politics of this, do you believe right now, as you speak today, that there's any chance that perhaps Joe Manchin or perhaps Kristen Sinema, senators from West Virginia and Arizona, might vote no on this bill?
Well, I doubt it in the end. There is a chance, however, that they may join us in slimming it down some, probably nowhere near as much of a slim down as the situation argues for, but any amount we can reduce the size of this is a good thing for the country, and I think there's at least a chance that one or two Democrats could join all of us and spend a little bit less.
Have you spoken with either of them?
It's still going to be wildly out of proportion to what the country needs right now.
Sorry to interrupt. Have you spoken with either of those senators or anybody that you think might be on the fence today?
Yeah, there's all kinds of conversations going on. The Democrat bill keeps changing. They keep dropping things that are toxic.
Last Friday, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said his deeply divided chamber will pass the bill before March 14th, when the latest round of federal unemployment benefits expire. While Schumer said he welcomed constructive amendments by Republicans, he added that he is ready to pass a stimulus bill.
Well, Sarah, Democrats are lowering the cap on who can receive a stimulus check. Under this new deal, individuals earning up to $75,000 will still get that full $1,400 check. But above that income level, the checks will phase out much faster. Now, anyone making over $80,000 won't get a check at all. For couples, the threshold to qualify for the full amount is $150,000. The cutoff for receiving a payment is now $160,000. Well, this was a concession to moderate Democrats who worried that the checks weren't going to households who really needed them the most. And I spoke to Senate Finance Committee Chairman Ron Wyden, who acknowledged that this process was a compromise.
Go into something like this, and you want to get the best possible agreement for workers and families. And with respect to getting that $1,400, the income threshold is what I set out to achieve.
Wyden has also championed the boost in benefits for jobless workers. Those will remain at $400 a week.
Now, the head of the House Democrats' progressive wing defended the $1,400 checks in Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion bill. Now, folks, Representative Pamela Jayapal, chair of Congressional Progressive Caucus, said she supported proposals to give $1,400 checks to Americans making up to $75,000 and $2,800 checks to couples making up to $150,000, the same thresholds as in the first two rounds of stimulus payments. The plan also provides $1,400 for each dependent, with the payments ending for individuals earning more than $100,000 and couples earning more than $200,000. Representative Pamela told CNN, if you raise those income thresholds, you're gonna cut out 40 million Americans who got a relief check under the previous administration, who won't get any relief check under Joe Biden. That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, the chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus said that most of the payments will be based on 2019 incomes, not taking account into those who lost jobs or had to pay cut in 2020. She also added, the representative also added, we just have people who are suffering, food banks with lines going across the blocks of the country. We need to get that money in people's pockets, and this is the quickest way to do that. House Republican Whip Stephen Scalise of Louisiana said the stimulus checks were the reason for strong support in polls for the legislation, even among Republicans. Now, for those of you on unemployment benefits, here's what you have to know. The stimulus bill does include extra unemployment benefits. Americans may get another dose of extra unemployment benefits, and policymakers are debating the best way to deliver them. Joe Biden has called these unemployment benefits automatic stabilizers. The stimulus legislation would likely raise benefits by $400 a week through August, and perhaps longer. Biden initially called for the length and amount of relief to fall depending on health and economic conditions in regards to your Social Security benefits. If you never got your first or second stimulus payment, here's what you need to know. According to the IRS, people who receive Social Security retirement, SSDI, SSI, and railroad retirement benefits, as well as veteran affairs beneficiaries, were automatically eligible for the first two payments. With the first check, it's possible you might have had a payment garnished for child support or to pay a specific kind of creditor. Now, here's how to claim the stimulus checks if you did not receive it from the first and second round. If you receive SSI or SSDI, the IRS may still need more information about your eligibility in order for you to receive a third stimulus check. To receive your money now, you'll need to claim the additional amount as part of tax season 2020, using the recovery rebate credit, even if you don't file taxes. If you receive federal benefits including SSI and SSDI as your only form of income, you are not required to file a federal income tax return in 2018 or 2019. And it seems likely that people who receive SSI and SSDI will once again automatically qualify to receive a third stimulus check of $1,400. Thanks for watching, folks. Until next time, stay safe and have a great day.
And I think the reason for that is there's internal pressure among Senate Democrats to make it a little less bad. But at the end of the day, my guess is they'll all fall in line and it'll pass.